I think it's everybody's first C8 motor.
I think it'll be good to hear this turn over again. Hey, we got oil pressure! Yeah! What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the vlog, and thank you for tuning in. If all goes smoothly today, we're gonna be doing a first drive on the twin turbo Texas Speed LT2 C8. I'm excited. Y'all know how much I love this car. I can't wait to be able to drive her again. Before we do drive her though, as you guys know, the twin turbo kit is an R&D kit. It is the first one. This isn't the kit that's available to market. Pite's Performance has upgraded a couple things on the kit, like larger external reservoirs and also a one-way check valve in the oil feed lines. We kind of want to try something different because I plan on tracking the car a lot. This is the street kit right now. In the future, we'll probably be running more oil pressures. So we personally want to try eliminating the external reservoirs and instead get rid of some of the 90s and just make it a little higher flowing capacity. I've tried to explain it the best that I can. Holly went ahead and sent us some new fittings, so we're gonna play with it. It's all R&D. We're gonna try without the reservoirs with a couple less 90s and see how that goes. If all goes smoothly, we'll be driving the C8. No like high boost though, because we're still breaking in the engine. Your girl's gotta be good. We don't have the piggyback controller back from Pite's Performance since we shipped it back to him to do some upgrades on it. He's also making it able to control the meth system that we'll be running. So today, no boost. We're just we'll drive her around the street a little bit. It looks great as is, it functions and works fantastic, but this is part of R&D. We want to try some things and have fun with it.
You don't know till you try. We're gonna find out real fast.
Yeah, hopefully a good find out real fast. I want to take a moment to thank today's sponsor, NordVPN. As you may have seen in my previous videos, I've been using NordVPN for several years now. I showed you this trick last time, but I use it all the time, so I'm going to quickly show you what my favorite use for NordVPN is, aside from the obvious benefit of security. Lately, I've been on an action film kick, and I was training with Taryn Tactical, hey Taryn if you're watching this, who helps train Keanu Reeves for the John Wick series. Side note, if you haven't seen them, they're amazing. Pure badass action. I hadn't seen John Wick 3 yet. So I went on Netflix to see if it was available, and of course, I could not access it. I then did a quick Google search to see if it was available in any other countries. And sure enough, it is available to stream in both UK and Ireland. All I did was reroute my location to the UK, hit refresh, and suddenly I had access to way more content on Netflix. I could watch John Wick 3, I could watch Need for Speed, I could watch The Mechanic. There's just so many good options that are available elsewhere and not just in the US. This little trick doesn't just work with Netflix. Almost all streaming services offer different content in different countries. Sometimes it's just fun to see what's available in other countries if I get tired of sifting through the same selection. Since I'm already paying for my Netflix service for just a little bit more through NordVPN, I get access to way more content. The speed through NordVPN is extremely fast, so I've never had any issues with streaming. This one feature alone is worth the cost, but of course it is also hugely valuable in protecting your identity and online information. Having a VPN for online security is a must in my opinion. More and more people are getting their information and accounts stolen every day. Nord keeps you safe quietly in the background so you don't have to worry about it. It's super affordable for huge value, and of course they offer you a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you aren't using a VPN today, you're missing out. Click on the link in the description below or go to nordvpn.com/Ecrew to get 68% off. Support me by supporting our sponsors. Thank you NordVPN for helping me to produce my content. Now, let's get back to the video. Good morning, Thunder.
Good morning.
What's your shirt today?
Got the lunch truck shirt on.
Oh, look at that. So apparently, a lot of people want to see this Pantera of yours.
Yeah, I've seen comments like that. Probably another 3 years out.
3 years?
Yeah, it's been down for like 4 or 5.
Man, someone was talking a lot of shit for a car that doesn't run.
Oh, it runs. It's just not drivable.
What's not drivable about it?
Well, it's got no headlights, taillights, seat, interior. So it got torn apart because it was rusty, kind of rusty.
All I'm hearing is that you need a bolt to seat in, and we are good to go.
Oh, I tried that last time. Took a buddy for a ride, scared the crap out of him, lost it in the middle of the road somewhere.
In Mexico.
In Mexico. He was sitting on the floor in a 6AL digital box. It was a scary time.
And after that, you never saw Jimmy again.
But I pulled it apart years ago to do a bunch of body work, and I need to just buckle down one day and do it. But it's hard to find time, that whole ADD mechanic thing.
So if you guys remember before, we had a sharp 90 coming out the turbo to an external reservoir to the scavenge pump and a 90 out. Basically what we're gonna do is delete the two 90s and the external reservoir. Worst case, if it doesn't work, we just go back to this setup. Flush with the skid plate, what I'll probably end up doing though is pick up 60-degree fittings. If you guys didn't know those exist, they do. Get some 60-degree fittings just so it's not as low. While taking off one of these lines for the oil return, we found that there was a kink, and we don't know when that happened. Don't know if it was when we pulled the engine, put the engine back in, could have been before. Either way, this is bent, and we think maybe that's why at full oil pressure, we were kind of leaking a bit. Car's probably fine before, but we're committed this far into deleting the reservoirs. We're gonna keep going.
For science!
Say hello to the new turbo oil return line. Yes, there's a check valve in the oil fill, but trust me when I say we tested it so many times to make sure that that wouldn't be an issue, and it flows completely fine. No more ugly heat shielding. It looks clean. Very happy with it. I think we're ready. Let's turn the car over. I'm thinking we turn her over, do another engine cycle, get her up to 10. Then we'll change the fluids and go for a drive. And put the back bumper on.
Yes.
Okay, turning it on, yell fire if there's anything. Well,
So warmed up!
she seems good. No smoke, no oil, everything is Gucci. Thank you again, Holly, for sending those fittings. I was actually really surprised by the quality of those fittings.
I think I'm gonna start buying the mystery gasket fittings.
Yeah, I'd say so, and that's not like a hard plug or anything. All right, let's change the oil.
Oh, change!
Let's slap those wheels on. So after looking at this, we'll definitely want to switch to 60s, but it's good for right now. Remember guys, for science, but we'll go back after just putting around town and swap out those fittings. Literally, time to dust off the spider webs. Get her off. We're officially gonna get her off the blocks. We're gonna back her up. We're trying to beat the sunlight right now. We're gonna check the oil, make sure everything is good, and then we're gonna drive her. I keep saying we're gonna drive her. I'm so excited. Bro, it's driving!
It's kind of trippy seeing this car come out again.
It just hit me as I'm driving this. Like, I'm actually backing this up. We had the engine on the ground.
How's it look there, scientist?
It looks like there's nothing in it.
You guys would break this thing in by driving it a quart low.
Okay, let's not start these rumors. It's so typical of a car person to be like, oh man, I don't care that my motor's blue. I care that I just put $40 of gas in the thing.
Okay, nice and easy this time. We all know what happened last time it was in this car.
Is that the only Texas speed built Corvette C8 in the world? Man, oh man!
Huh, memories are coming back to me. It's shifting, it's driving. It's driving.
Second.
Yeah, grandma! Yeah, look at those shifts. Tire pressure low. Oh god, it says we got a flat tire in the front. Can we run over it now? Do you want to run out and look real quick?
It looked low.
Oh, alright, coming back. Why does my tire pressure have to come on once we leave the shop?
There's a big rig in our way.
Did you just start recording that camera all by yourself?
I think I did.
Oh my god, wait, let me see. I don't believe this. Let me see. Oh, you did! Look at that! funny. I can literally feel the transmission like trying to like figure out where it is right now and what it's doing. It's like relearning everything. It's pretty cool. I'm not going above 2K RPM, but this is cool. Alright, we're just gonna baby it.
Yeah, we just break and rev up, right?
I'm a 2.5K right now. Oh, listen to that. Oh, it sounds so good. I miss this car.
I was gonna say drive it like the Prius, but don't drive it like the Prius. Don't drive it like the Prius.
Not many people have done what we just did.
No.
It's kind of a cool feeling.
Nothing's fallen off yet.
Not yet.
We're gonna go back to the shop. We're gonna give it a little once over, double check a few things, and then I'd drive it. But just like grandma. No, spoolie boys. You gotta rev it up a little bit. It's fine, rev it up a little bit, but stay out of the throttle.
So what's next?
I don't know.
We got the C8 running. We now have an open lift. We're not gonna touch Mimi for a little bit. There's no need to yet. What do we work on? Pantera?
No, that's body work and paint and stuff.
You know what I think? I think it's time we announce the new build we're gonna do.
That might be a good idea.
Not this episode. Stay tuned, you guys. I think we're there. We have the lift open. That's all we're waiting on, and now I think we're ready to introduce the new build. She's running and driving! Oh, buddy! Oh, buddy! Would you consider this a built engine?
It's built to handle some poo-poo.
So Sean just let me know we got a little bit of smell coming out the tailpipes. Could just be residual burn off. Tough to say. Sadie trying to get out of the car.
Can't get the door all the way open.
I just remembered why I don't drive the Pantera that much.
Is that why? Can't get out of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we think it's just a little bit of residual. Ugh, you guys. Ugh, you guys. We just drove the C8 for the first time in a very long time, and I'm so excited that it felt so good, and it is such a trip to be able to drive her on the streets. That was so much fun. I miss this car a lot. I can't wait for this engine to be broken in so I can like drive her. Also, I know it's a 1200 horsepower engine. That's what it's rated for, but I don't think that's what I'm going to be pushing. We'll see. I say that now, but I also said I wasn't going to mod the car when I bought it, so you already know how that goes. Thank you guys for all of you who've been along this journey with me, buying the C8 Corvette, putting nitrous on her, taking her to the drag strip, road racing her, constant tracks, R&Ding coilovers for this, R&Ding turbos for the car. We slapped spoolie boys on her. I've been saying that a lot today. Went a little too aggressive, and then a full engine build, and now we're back here and we're running and driving. It's kind of cool to see a bunch of companies all come together to build one badass car. I'm proud to say I've got sponsors who I call family who have all come together on R&D, and at the end of the day, we're all in this industry because it is a passion. We all have some strange love for motorsports and busting knuckles and tearing things apart to make them go faster. But okay, I'm gonna go be social. I'm gonna go high five the guys because what we just did was a huge success. We did it!
I didn't do it.
I must say, this is a pretty weird sight to see. Don't think too much of this. I'm driving the C8 home, so I gotta leave this here. How long have I had this car for? 4 months?
I think it's like 5.
Is that for me?
Yeah.
Thank you. I just got back home. I just parked the C8 in my 2-car garage that has Mimi, my twin turbo Buick. I don't know what to say. I'm completely speechless. This is like the coolest thing I've ever seen. I'm tripping out. This is a milestone here, you guys. I could just stare at it all day. I think this is the perfect place to close out here, you guys. Ecrew, we out here with love. Bye.
Wait, that's not a built motor. All you did was pistons and rods.
Oh my god, it's basically stock.